What's up, you guys? This is Perps and Gold. This is episode 3. We'll be covering game 3 and 4. We'll be covering the Lakers versus the Kings, and then we'll covering the Lakers versus the Clippers. It's really exciting. We got this really nice Skywalker OG from Ryan's Farms. It's my boy Zoe.
This pirate extract
There you go.
cartridge.
Nice little birthday cake right there, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be talking about the games individually and what happened. And Brandon Ingram showing out and stunning.
Man, stunning like Kobe stunning.
Yeah, bro, that was nice. That was hella nice. 31 points?
30 in 35 minutes, and you can't ask for nothing more. I mean, this talk about it was a good game from him. He had 9 rebounds, but the thing what's really stood out to me is he was very aggressive, very aggressive.
You know, that's something that we've all criticized Brandon Ingram for. We always criticize his stature and how he's not big enough and he needs to put the meat on his bones. Look at what Kevin Durant has turned into, and
Right.
he's playing a lot better. But we're also going to talk about the way he performed with the Clippers. With the Clippers, he was a little bit shyer. He was a little bit more timid. We also didn't get as much playing time, but he did go to the basket. He went 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Hit the basket pretty hard.
He did shot 30%. 30%. He did. I say he's gonna take that jump to that second score, and that's what the Lakers need for this upcoming season. They definitely need that second score because of course LeBron's gonna push Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, and he's definitely going to move into that because we're starting to kind of see something that we didn't really see coming, and Josh Hart isn't necessarily playing to the full potential that we expected him as far as the scoring wise.
Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. He's playing great. The Summer League perspective was really great. That's something that you commented on the last episode.
Yes.
I did great in Summer League.
He bought out in Summer League. I mean, this game would game 3 was stood out. He was looking for a shot. He went 10 for 15 from the field. So he was really looking for a shot. 17 points. He did play a lot of minutes.
He did play a lot of minutes. He's going to have to get used to it though, because like we said, he's going to be the combo guard, the 2 guard for the Lakers. He's going to put a lot of minutes in alongside Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And he's a little bit, he's aggressive, don't get me wrong, but something that he needs to keep doing is putting up free throws. Put up 3-point field goals. And in game 4, he did not do that. He only put up 1 3-point field goal, and he missed.
Yeah, and he's too good of a shooter for that. That's what I think. He's too good of a shooter to only take 1 shot. The way he bought out in Summer League, I'm thinking, man, he's trying to make a push for that starting role, but he's just too good of a shooter to me.
And that's something that we stress on the show is that we definitely think that Josh Hart is going to have to be one of the better 3-point shooters in the NBA for the Lakers to be successful. Last year he went for 40% and he did a really good job. This year we expect him to do slightly better if only he could put up a couple more 3 points. Obviously, something that we have a hard time with that we strongly believe around here is that the Lakers are going to have to put up a lot more 3-point field goals for them to be better. And Kyle Kuzma is supposed to be part of that core as far as the 3-point shooters.
He is. He's supposed to. When he put on a lot of weight. As far as got his built, but as far as like really getting in the gym, getting in the gym and really working on that shot, it's something that he's definitely gonna have to do because he was 17 points in 31 minutes. I think he could have did a lot better, but he did go 4 for 4 from the free throw line, so that was really good.
That's something that we will not take away from Kyle Kuzma is how aggressive he is and how much he goes to the basket. Like I said, aggressive. I think he's starting to feel the heat from Brandon Ingram. In Game 4 against the Clippers, he went 6 for 13 in a field goal. So he went from a little bit under 50%, but he put up a lot of buckets. He put up a lot more than anyone else on the Lakers. And that's not necessarily something that we're going to expect from Kyle Kuzma, but I don't think it's something that Luke Walton's going to allow.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to allow it, but, like you said, he feels that pressure from Brandon Ingram. And, hey, it's only competition, so, hey, see you at the top.
That's definitely how the way to look at it. And I think with all that being said, Kyle Kuzma is going to feel the heat day in and day out when it comes to Brandon Ingram playing the way he's playing. LeBron James has now seen what Kyle Kuzma is capable of, and he still hasn't seen what Brandon Ingram is capable of. So that's why he's going to keep feeding him. When it comes to Game 3 with the Kings, once again, LeBron James came out very aggressive, and he kept passing the ball to Brandon Ingram. He dished it to him, a little bit, not too much to Kyle Kuzma. You see Kyle Kuzma kind of being more towards the end of the rotation when the ball's coming back around the deep end. But LeBron James will start feeding Kyle Kuzma. It's just a matter to see of what is Kyle Kuzma going to do with the ball.
Right. And what can he do with the ball? I think, LeBron's definitely going to make it work. Definitely make it work. And, it was definitely a few plays in game 4. I'm sorry, he didn't play game 4. Game 3 that LeBron, really, he showed that he was really pushing for Brandon Ingram to do his thing, to become that second scorer,
And that was part of the contribution that I tend to say time and time again. That LeBron James is going to make everyone on his team better. Everybody.
Most definitely.
Everybody.
Most definitely. Speaking of, hey, even another person who stepped up their game was KCP.
KCP, man. KCP really, he's supposed to be the starting 2 guard. He's going to be coming off the bench this year, obviously because of the firepower that the Lakers have in their starting 5. He might be part of the starting 5, but I think he should be coming off the bench with Lance Stevenson and Rajon Rondo and Michael Beasley and the meme team.
Yeah.
Best way to put it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's something I cannot disagree with. Definitely. I don't think he's starter worthy right now, but he's putting up good numbers, for the second unit.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see what he does. I really hope he's a contender for 6th Man of the Year. That'll be a nice battle to see between him and Lance Stevenson. When it comes to his performance in Game 4, he was in the game a lot, but he doesn't necessarily really look for his teammates. Whenever he gets the ball, he tends to just shoot and kind of firepower for it. And he's not necessarily shooting his best right now. This could be preseason, but we need these guys to get in full swing. A couple days they got the Golden State Warriors game, and that's going to be a hell of a game that we're going to be covering as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's coming up on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Look forward to that.
Something else that we're going to be talking about on the show is going to be the team's overall performance that they had in Game 3. In Game 3, they played the Kings, and the Kings were out here looking like the Oklahoma City Thunder. Darren Fox was pulling it left and right. He was making them look like fools. The whole thing with the Lakers is that we need that defense. We need 3-point shooting. Some of the guys are on his team that's supposed to be their best quality, and that's not what we're seeing.
Right. I mean, defense definitely needs work. Definitely needs work. I mean, they just speaks to LeBron's definitely gonna, the defense that Luke is they're playing. What do you think they're playing zone?
Yeah, they're playing the zone. Definitely, they play a little bit man to man, but they make sure they switch on every pick. Mm-hmm. That's something about Luke Walton and Golden State Warriors that they used to do previously back in their day, is that they would switch on everything.
Right.
Put aside from the defense, we'll also talk about how the Lakers need to stick to the 3 points. LeBron James is not successful without a 3-point shooting cast. And we're going to continue to stress that till we see it. And that might be, in this day's NBA, you live and die by the 3. And we're going to have to see what happens. In both games, terrible 3-point field goal percentage.
38% their second game. I mean, could be because LeBron didn't play, every time LeBron guaranteed to have that higher percentage.
Yeah, exactly.
But, overall, I just, like you stressed for Game 3, defense needs work. Clippers don't have a superstar on the team for them to put up those kind of numbers. I mean, they put up over 100 points, and frankly, I think
there's nobody on that team. Lou Williams, Tobias Harris, and Boban are not the reason why you should be getting put down like that. So that's to the end of today's show. Kept it real spunky. You know what I'm saying? It was nice and foggy in here for a little bit, a little cheeky-eyed. Subscribe, Perps and Gold. It's your boy Big Al.
I'm Zoe.